everyone. Welcome to Full Moon Fun with Peaceful NIK the Medium. How are you? If you're watching the replay, this is being recorded on February 12th, 2025, the evening of the full moon. So when you're here, just pop in and say hello. I'm going to talk about the science of the full moon and how the full moon works. I will be showing with my handy dandy notepad here the phases of the moon and how we get the full moon. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Kristen. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. If we have time at the end, I will also pull a couple cards. I know it can be an interesting week with Valentine's Day coming up and the full moon in the same week. So, hi, Ray. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so happy. So welcome. And please let me know if you have any questions about the full moon. Now, it's not giving me all the information I need, but at least I can see your chat, and that is all I am worried about. So I want to talk about how the full moon works. All right, so I don't know if this will be backwards. Okay, this should be forward, I think. Not sure. I had to write it backwards. I don't even know if that's looks right, but this is the sun, and this is the earth. And when the sunlight shines on the moon here, this dark side, that's the side that faces Earth, so this would be a new moon. When the moon is on the other side of the Earth, the sun is shining on this side. This is what we have tonight. So tonight we have sun, Earth, moon, and this is the part we see. Now, when we have, hi Doris, hi Trent. When we have a lunar eclipse always has to happen during a full moon or we would never see it, because during a new moon, the moon is dark from our perspective and we don't see the moon. So a lunar eclipse is when the Earth's shadow covers up part or all of the full moon. And so that's the science of how we get the full moon. If anybody has any questions, let me know. For those of you who are new to the channel or new to me, my astronomy is my master's degree, and so I use astronomy with my mediumship to explain certain things to people, because the full moon is very powerful energy, as we all know. So if you're having any kind of emotions today, I would put a pause. Hi, Carol. I would put a pause on any deep conversations today unless you are speaking with someone who's emotionally mature. So if you have anyone in your life and you're having feelings you need to get out, I would put a pause on that till this full moon energy passes, because it can cause a lot of friction. So keep our conversations light, unless you're talking to someone who's extremely mature, okay? So if you have any questions about the moon, ask me. The moon also controls the gravity, the moon has a gravitational pull and controls the waves in the ocean, the tides, not the waves, I'm tired. Controls the tides in the ocean and any big lakes that have tides. The moon's gravitational pull, most of you probably know this, so if you know this, I'll get through it quick. The tides get pulled by the gravitational pull of the moon, and if there was no moon, life on Earth may be very different or non-existent. That's a story for another time. But humans and large animals, and most mammals we come in contact with regularly, are about 70% water. So we are mostly water. And so it makes sense, the word loony, when they say somebody goes loony, meaning they're going a little nutty in the head, that comes from people acting strangely during full moons. Animals tend to give birth at higher rates during full moons. So, and people, crime rates tend to be higher during full moons. So my belief is the moon does kind of affect us, because if it's controlling the tides with its gravitational pull, and we're made mostly of water, it is going to shift some things around. Gravity, right? Any questions? Ooh, great question. Can you still do the moon water tonight if you can't see the moon? Yes. Yes. Hi, Melody. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you guys are all here. Thank you so much. So I did my moon water, and I took a couple of pictures in between the clouds this evening before the live stream, and I did put my moon water out. So my belief is the moon water ritual is more about the intention you set. That's my belief. You set the intention. So when you put out the moon water, you say a little intention, or you think a little intention like, help me with this thing. Help me, help this water be invigorated with life to water my plants, because I use my moon water to water my plants. You can drink your moon water if it's, purified and in a clean jar. So for those of you who don't know, moon water, you take a clear jar, you set it out after the sun has set on the full moon or the new moon, and you set an intention for the water, and you have to bring it in, hopefully before the sun hits it. Now, I know everybody has different sleep-wake cycles, but you want to get it as soon as you can in the morning. And you can use that water for many different things: drinking, watering your plants, making tea, making coffee, washing your hair, anything. So yes, you don't have to see the moon. It's more, in my opinion, it is more for, the ritual of it. But that's an excellent, great, wonderful question. All right. So any other questions about that before I go on to the next topic? Another question I get often is, why does the moon appear larger at the horizon? And there's an extremely simple explanation for this. And I'm going to draw a graphic for everyone to understand. So I'm going to draw Earth and the atmosphere of Earth and the moon. And my pen, it's the second pen that has run out of ink in a row. All right, I'm going to do my best with my pens that are running out of ink. So here's the Earth, and then here's the atmosphere. Now, if you're standing here, that's you, and you're looking up at the moon, you're going through this much atmosphere, say 100 miles. But if you're looking at the moon here, look at all the atmosphere you're looking through. That could be 500,000, 10,000 miles of atmosphere because of the angle of the curvature of the Earth. So you are seeing, it's like a magnifying glass. So when you're looking straight up, it looks the size of maybe a penny at arm's length, right? But when you're looking on the horizon, you're looking through all of this atmosphere. And so it magnifies it, and it's an optical illusion, and it makes it look like the moon is bigger when it's rising or setting. So if any of you ever wondered about that, that's what's happening. It's not bigger. It's not closer at that point. The moon does not go in a perfect circle. Sometimes it's a little closer. Sometimes it's a little further from Earth. So it's called perigee and apogee. So perigee is when it's the closest. So when it looks the biggest, so there's about a 10 or 15% difference in size, but it's not from the time it rises to the time it gets up to the zenith. The moon will be closer sometimes, but it'll be the same distance overnight. Hi, Diana. I'm so happy you guys are here. And I hope you like this information. we're going to talk about the spiritual part in a minute. I just want to get through some basic moon stuff. Let's see. Oh, the lunar surface and reflection. So the moon's surface is very reflective. The moon does not have an atmosphere, but the regolith, which is the dirt on the moon, that's the fancy name for dirt on the moon, is very reflective. And so when you go outside, and for those of you who don't know, the moon does not give off its own light. Many people aren't aware of that, and that's okay. We're learning. The moon doesn't give off its own light. All of the light that you see from the moon is actually from the sun. And so that highly reflective regolith or dirt on the moon is picking up the rays from the sun and reflecting them to Earth. And that's it's about, I want to say 300,000 miles. I might have that off a little, but it's about 300,000 miles or kilometers, somewhere in there. So the moon's fairly close to us, astronomically speaking. And then we have what's called Earthshine. Hi, Marla. We have something called Earthshine, which is when you can see like the crescent moon, but you can see the outline of the rest of the moon. That's usually during the day. And so that's when the Earth's light from the sun is being reflected onto the moon. And so you can see just the little extra dim part. So next time you go outside, in a week, we'll be at the, I think, third quarter moon, first or third. You'll see half the moon. It'll look like either a forward or backwards D, but you'll be able to see the other half of the moon barely. That's from Earthshine. All right, so as you probably all know, we've had 12 American men land on the moon between 1969 and 1972. They did bring back lots of rock samples. I suggest if you ever go to the Smithsonian, go look, it's in DC, go look at all of their stuff, or go to Kennedy Space Center. They have some stuff there. They have the rockets, the Huntsville, Alabama. There's lots of different places where they have all of these artifacts from when they went to the moon. So that's pretty cool. So the symbolism of the full moon. Anybody have any question? The weather in Florida, it's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow on February 13th. So that's great. So for the next at least 10 days, it's going to be in the 70s to mid 80s. There's going to be one day in the 60s, and we're expecting a day of rain. So dress for anything. Keep an eye on, if you're coming here in 14 days, keep an eye on your weather app, because the weather in Florida in February could be anywhere from 30 to 90. And you just don't know what's going to happen. So you'll be here on the new moon, which will be great. All right, so the full moon, the symbolism of the full moon is completion of one cycle and the beginning of another cycle. And you can set intentions, you can manifest. If you're going to manifest something, you have to set the intention first. And then you have to do the work for the manifestation, and then you have to allow yourself to receive it. Now, that's just a very basic outline. There are some people who think they just manifest and say to the universe, send me $1 million, and they think it's going to show up. Well, you have to do the work to get that $1 million and allow yourself to receive it. So it's not as simple as just saying it out into the universe. There's work behind it and allowing yourself to receive it. So make sure that if you are going to manifest something, you're doing all the work you need to do. So when you guys hear about zodiac signs, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun sign. I am also a Sagittarius rising sign, and I'm an Aries moon sign. So there's tons and tons of free websites. Just make sure you don't hit download on anything. There's tons of free websites where you can find your sun, rising, and moon sign. Your moon sign is where the moon was relative to your position on Earth, to where the moon was in front of the constellation that's behind it. So you have to think three-dimensionally. So when we are calculating where the moon and the sun are in Pluto and Jupiter in each constellation, you have to think everything out in space moves constantly, and there are different angles. The Earth is moving, all the planets are moving against the background of stars. So think of it as you're in the back row of a movie theater, and there's somebody in the front row of the movie theater with a light on their head, and then the screen is where all the constellations are. And the person in the front is moving back and forth against the background stars, and you have to observe where they're moving. So you have to think three-dimensionally. So your moon sign is where the moon was at the moment of your birth compared to where you were located on Earth and the constellation behind it. So my moon sign is Aries. So if you're watching videos or looking up horoscopes about your sun sign, you also should know your rising and your moon sign, because we are all a very eclectic grouping. That's why all Sagittarius, which is what I am, are not the same, because we have different sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, if two babies were born at the same time in the same hospital on the same day, they may grow up to have very similar personality traits. But there's also all of these other factors in their life. What's their socioeconomic status? What is their environment like in their home? So it's not just like these two people will be exactly the same. They will have similar personality traits, but there are other factors. So whenever you hear a horoscope or read a horoscope, they may be similar to what's going on with you, but because everybody's on a different life path, a big successful event may mean a new job. It may mean a new car. It may mean you got fired from your job because you're supposed to start this new path. So you have to think of it that way. But look up your moon sign. It's part of who you are. Let's see. Also, if you're making moon water, you can put your crystals in there and charge your crystals. I don't know a lot about charging crystals, but I know you can put them in the moon water, or you can just set your crystals out under the moon to charge them. That's the extent of my knowledge. You may have heightened intuition during the full moon. You may have really weird dreams during the full moon. You may have mediumship events happen where you have dream visitations from your loved ones in spirit. You may hear things that you're like, who said that? Or things are happening in your mind. You're having precognitive visions. Anything like that could be happening during the full moon. And it's a great time to meditate and ask your loved ones in spirit to bring their awareness closer to you so you can feel their presence. Because you don't need a medium every time you want to talk to your loved one in spirit. You can talk to your loved ones in spirit and learn to listen to them every day. And then do your meditations. Whatever meditation ritual you use, this is a great time to do it. Tonight's a great time to do a meditation. Go outside and sit on, if it's not freezing and snowing where you are, but still you could go out if you're bundled up. Hi, Kelly. So full moon energy is awesome. Can you explain how the full moon? I hope I can, but I don't know what the rest of your question is. Amanda. Yeah, so put your questions in the chat. I will be moving more and more of my content in lives. Oh no. Can you guys see me okay? It's giving me a weird error on the screen. Oh, can you explain? Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. This is very bizarre. Wants me to open a widget. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, I'm just going to keep talking. Let me know if you can see me. How can the full moon make all these things happen? So there is a fine line. Perfect. Thank you, Trent. There is a fine line between science and metaphysical sciences. Now, thank you. I believe that science fiction, metaphysical sciences, pseudoscience is always on the perimeter of science, and those things push science forward, whether scientists believe it or not. So, as far as the moon making things happen, we are, like I said earlier, we are mostly made of water. We are from space. Every particle in our body came from the universe. So we are connected to the moon. We are connected to Jupiter. We are connected to the sun. We are connected to the entire universe because we are literally made of stardust. Literally, scientifically, that is an absolute fact. Our sun was made, hi Dawn, our sun was made from old stars that exploded. Our planet was made from old stars that exploded. We are literally connected to everything in the universe. So because of the interconnectedness of every particle in the universe, it makes sense that different parts of our solar system and different parts of the universe would have an effect on us because everything is connected. And I have a video on my Instagram where Neil that was from a couple days ago, where he was talking about this very subject, and he said it borders on the spiritual. The fact that we are, and Neil deGrasse Tyson is an atheist, staunchly atheist. And he was talking about the most amazing, incredible fact about the universe is we are literally made of stardust. He said the crucible of the universe, we were made in this way with the stardust and all the dead stars exploding. And he said it borders on the spiritual. For a scientist that's an atheist to say that is a pretty incredible statement. Now, I'm not an atheist, but I am a scientist and I am a medium. And it is a very spiritual process because if we're connected to everything in the universe, because our entire solar system came from exploded stars from billions of years ago, and we are made of atoms from stars that exploded. Think about every atom of iron in your blood came from a star that exploded at the end of its life. That's incredible. And so our existence is amazing. I could just go on and on about that for 20 hours. But so if we're connected to these stars in the universe from billions of years ago, and at the quantum level, the iron, just for example, the iron in our blood, not to mention the calcium in our bones and our teeth and the carbon in our DNA, all of it is all from dead stars. So at the quantum level, all of that is in communication with each other across billions and billions of light years. And this is a very simplified version of this because I don't want to bore anybody. But if you have questions, please email me and ask. And I would love it if everybody would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helped boost me in the algorithm, and it's just good overall, and it's free to do. Souls and Spirits said, love the full moon. Today turned around fast thanks to the moon. Exactly. Kelly said, I just got back from dinner. Tell my birthday dinner godparents all about you. Is it your birthday? Girl, happy birthday. Oh my God. Souls and Spirits, you're never ever boring. Thank you. You're a true light worker. Thank you. Same to you, sweetheart. So we're literally, scientifically and spiritually connected to everything in the universe. So, I mean, I just go on and on and on. Oh, okay. Saturday. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday to Kelly. Big 5-0. Let the aches and pains begin. This past week, I almost broke my toe, and it's bruised, and I have a purple toe. And then I just bent over to turn my lights on the other day and pulled a muscle in my back. So it's been, and I'm 54. So just be careful. Just be careful. All right. So yeah, Kelly, happy birthday, honey. Big 5-0. I hope you guys had a big celebration. That's wonderful. All right. Anybody have any questions about the moon, about astronomy? Little twin toes. Did that to myself too. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I like soul twins. I forgot to answer you earlier. Souls and Spirit. I like soul twins, but we can work on it. Souls and Spirit and I are working on a special project. You'll hear about it later. So, all right. Any questions about the universe, the moon? Can you moon us, Ella? No. No, but that's a funny question. I love it. Is it your right foot, second toe, the little pig? Yeah. It's not the little piggy. It's the second one. Yep. Is that the same one? Yeah. How did you know that, Kelly? That's crazy. All right. Any questions? Let's pull a collective card with my Cosmic Energy Oracle deck. Cosmic Energy Oracle. If you want, wow. Oh, collective card. Oh, how funny. That's amazing. Prosperity and awakening both showed up. Ooh, Juliana, do you think the sun is a portal? You know, I watched a video about that the other day, and I've been thinking about that. I'll say this. Scientifically, stars, not our star, but big stars hundreds of times bigger than the sun, they do turn into black holes, which some people, scientists even, believe are like a wormhole, like they go to another part of the universe. So if you have a star that explodes here and a star that explodes here, you can make a shortcut because of the gravitational pull from one part of the universe to another. So instead of traveling hundreds of billions of light years, you take a shortcut. Now, some people call these wormholes. Some people believe black holes may do that. But as far as the sun, oh, I didn't see it, Mandy. I'll look. As far as the sun being a portal itself, I don't know. I haven't done enough research or thinking about that I haven't contemplated that enough. As everybody who knows me knows, I think anything is possible. Let's see Mandy's question. can make all those things. The last one oh, yes, I agree with that. The last thing I saw you write is, yes, I agree with that. Because you asked me, how can the moon make all those things happen? And I answered that. So let me know what I'm in. Are you going in the portal? Oh, you're welcome, Juliana. All right, so the cards are Awakening and Prosperity. So this is just a group card pull. Awakening is the process of discovering your true self, and prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. So like I was saying about manifesting, you have to do the work to get that prosperity. And prosperity doesn't have to be monetary. Prosperity can be a happy, safe home. Prosperity can be escaping an abusive family or an abusive relationship. Prosperity can be getting a full-time job that has insurance. Prosperity can be different for everyone. It doesn't have to be living in a mansion with a Maserati, right? It looks different for different people. For me, I enjoy the simple, quiet life. Dishes cleaned at night. So I wake up to a clean kitchen in the morning and coffee, and I get to look outside and look at my pond and look for the alligators and listen to the birds chirp. To me, that makes me happy. Let's see. Flailing February is almost over. I'll be kicking around some awesomeness now. Yeah. February is, it's short. It goes fast. It goes very fast. January seems like it lasts 6 months, and February seems like it's 2 weeks long. And then Awakening for everybody. Awakening is the process of discovering your true self. So everybody should be always looking inward to remember who they truly are. Remember who you truly are. All right, Mandy said, have you heard that the moon has an effect on a woman's monthly cycle? Yes. And the moon is moving away from Earth? Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. But it cut off. So eventually the moon will not have a gravitational tie to the Earth anymore. That is true. And there are theories that a woman's menstrual cycle is tied to the moon cycle because they're both about 28 to 29 days. Yes. That's true. Now, can they ever scientifically prove that? I don't know, but it seems like an odd coincidence. But yes, the moon there's something, what's the name for it? I can't remember. There's a term for when two objects are gravitationally tied to each other, and then there's a point where the distance is such that they lose the gravitational tie, and then they're released from each other. Like two magnets, when you press two magnets together and they stick, and then you move them further and further apart, and then they're so far apart they won't stick anymore. Like they won't pull anymore. It's the same thing with the moon. It's moving away, I want to say 1 centimeter a year, and eventually it's going to just not be gravitationally bound to the Earth anymore. That is, yes, that is true. Yep. So, any more questions about the moon, about space, about our connection to space? Any questions about mediumship? Or my specials? I have a buy one, get one free special. I have for the next 48 hours, I have a 25% off coupon. It's capital V Day, VDAY 25 for any 30 or 45 minute reading, or buy one, get one free reading for any 30 or 45 minute reading. That's for the month of February. I do mentorships, as many of you know. I have some of my students here tonight. I probably won't do any mediumship readings right now. I'm pretty tired. It's almost 9 o'clock here. but I can pull some cards for a few minutes. I did post a recording of a live mini reading I did on all my socials yesterday or the day before. I have plenty of them. You kind of have to look for them, but the most recent one was yesterday or the day before. You can look on my YouTube channel and see it. It's me, and then the lady, you can't see her, but you can hear her talking. All right, Melody, let's pull a quick cosmic energy card for Melody. And I never thought I'd be pulling cards, for those of you. Never thought I'd be pulling cards, but they come out and they're amazing. And I do love this deck. All right, Melody, you must have your life together because they are not popping out. Look at that, 2 shuffles. Let me shuffle them. Let me shuffle them and see. Oh, connection and prayer. Oh, I love that. They're a little long for my hands, so I'm getting older and they're a little wonky. Let me shuffle and then shuffle some more and see if one pops out. Catherine, Catherine, Catherine. Catherine, these are just not popping out for you. That's funny. I've never shuffled so many times. Well, everybody gets to just watch. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Courage. Courage. So there's something you're going through that you need a little extra courage for. So breathe, 3 deep breaths. Anytime you're feeling anxious, anytime you're feeling upset, take 3 deep breaths. It resets your neurological system, calms your mind, calms everything down. And if that doesn't work, pick 5 things in the room in front of you, like white lamp, pink cup, black cards, angel statue, lotus flower. Focus on something else, and that should calm down your nervous system. But the courage, it says courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. So for anybody who can take that, if you're going through something where you need a little extra courage, this card is for you. And it's got, some stars and planets in the back. And I love this card. It's got the strong eagle. So let me know if that resonates for Catherine. All right, Juliana. Let's see for Juliana. Let's see if the cards pop. Juliana. Let me know, Catherine, if that made sense. These cards are just, oh, it almost flipped. My favorite is when the card, just like that. Oh, how weird. When the card flips in the deck, that's my favorite. Resilience for Juliana. Resilience is your source of strength in challenges. So that's 2 cards in a row about challenges. Be able to bounce back. This tells me you're able to bounce back from any challenges. So if you've recently gone through something or you're going into something that's challenging, you're going to bounce back just fine. Or you usually do bounce back just fine. Now, you may take a day where you're like on the couch, under the covers, watching Netflix all day or cooking shows or whatever. But the next day, you bounce up and you're fine. And you're like, I'm taking this world by storm. So, resilience. That is for Juliana. All right. Let's see. Catherine. Yeah, it does. Having a hard time tomorrow, being 2 years since I lost my husband. Oh, honey. Oh, well, I'm glad that card popped out for you. 3 deep breaths. Okay. Dawn. Dawn. Oh, Dawn. Balance for Dawn. So For anybody that can take any of these messages, take them, because Spirit knows you're going to be here. If it's live or on the replay, if you hear a message that resonates with you, you are meant to listen to it. Balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. So don't do things for people that can do for themselves. Start taking more care of yourself. Get balance in your home work life. Get balance in your relationships with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, people who are maybe taking more than they're giving, because we need to have relationships where we reciprocate, right? We can't just give. You run on empty. You need to get a balance. So let me know if you understand. Hello, KT. You are welcome. That you need to find balance. Okay? So for anybody, don't keep giving to takers, because takers take and they never get back. So make sure any relationship you're in, obviously with an adult, children obviously need to be taken care of, that you have boundaries and you don't keep giving and giving until you're empty. Okay? All right, Marla, you're next. Juliana said that definitely resonates. The last 2 years have been difficult, but I always bounce back. Excellent. Very good. All right, Marla, you're welcome. Dawn, let me know if that resonated. Marla. Ooh, Marla. Wow. 3 cards popped out. Wow. Abundance. Look at that sun. Look at that beautiful sun with the little circle around it. Awareness and connection. Okay, so these cards are going to tell a story. So it's so funny because I just said, make sure you have balance and you're not just giving to takers, that you're filling up your own tank, your cups, you're filling up yourself. Balance. This says abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. So make sure you are, just like with the last card, you are not giving constantly, that you are filling up your own cups. You have to fill up your own cups. And like I said earlier tonight, when you manifest, you have to do the work. So fill up your cups, do the work to fill up your cups, and don't give to takers all the time. Awareness, maintain awareness, be present in every moment. So while you are seeking abundance, you can't just work constantly. You have to have the balance of work and rest. So you have to have awareness of yourself and your needs. Working 24/7 doesn't make you more abundant. Sometimes it can wear you out and have the opposite effect. So make sure you're present in the moment. So notice the sun shining on the grass in the morning. Notice tonight the moon shining through the clouds if it's cloudy where you are. Just go outside and look at the moon. Just be present in the moment. And connection, stay connected with others and the universe. So it's funny because we've been talking about our connection to the universe tonight, and this all goes together. You need to be fulfilled for whatever abundance means in your life. You need to stay present in the moment, and you need to stay connected with others, yourself, and the universe. So this tells a story of what's happening for you. So let me know if that resonates. And that was Marla, I believe. Let me know if that resonates. And then Diana for your grandpa. Diana for grandpa. I wasn't expecting for 3 cards to pop out, Marla. I hope you're still here. I'm so happy everybody's here. You guys are just making me so happy. Oh, support. Interesting. Support, Diana. support. So we've got the, what is that, 3 wolves, looks like a male, a female, and a pup, and then a bird in the background, support. Oh, good, Marla. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that resonated. That's awesome. So you're in need of support around this situation, Diana. And so this is showing they're leaning on each other, and they've also got the pup, and they've also got the little bird here, and they're all making a community. So whatever you need this community around you for the support, but make sure they're healthy people. I mean, emotionally mature people. There's nothing worse than leaning on an emotionally immature person and end up feeling worse than you did before. So make sure the people you're leaning on the most can be leaned on for support. So let me know if that makes sense for you. All right. Quick card for Ray. Ray. Ooh, Ray. Balance again. Feel like I pulled this earlier. I don't know if that was, I had a live earlier today. I don't remember if this was just now or earlier today. Find balance and maintain harmony in relationships. So you can't just be the one giving all the time. You have to have a balance. I said this earlier a few minutes ago. We can't give. We have to have reciprocal relationships, period. Oh, Diana. Okay. So, Diana, build a system of support with people you can depend on. It doesn't have to be family. Find a couple of people that you can really depend on. Okay, so balance, Ray. Balance. You have to find the balance. All right. Doris. All right. Whenever I pull cards, I always set the intention. I shuffle them before, I shuffle them during, and Spirit amazes me with these cards. They are being stubborn tonight. Doris. You are welcome, Diana. Stubborn. Oh. All right. Inspiration. Doris, inspiration. So, and it's interesting because it's a full moon, and the full moon can bring forward creativity. So this means you could either be artistic in some way, either you create something, crafts, paintings, or you need inspiration in what your next path is going to be, or you need inspiration to make a decision about something right now. So inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. So when you tune out and stop thinking about what it is you need to make a decision on, you do something completely different. So if you need to make a decision on, should I take that job offer? And you're thinking about it, go do something completely different. Watch a comedy show, take a walk in the park, go look at puppies at the puppy store or at the pet store, pick up your neighbor's cat and talk to it. Do something very different to get your mind off of constantly thinking about what it is you're trying to decide over. So you can find inspiration. Go outside and look at the moon. Just tune out of focusing on one thing and do something completely different, and then it'll pop in and you'll know. So let me know. Hi, Marissa. All right, so that was Doris. Okay. Awesome. All right. Card for Marissa. I'm going to pull you a card. Okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. I'm so grateful, and I will be continuing to do a live every Wednesday on YouTube. And Sunday, I'm going to do a bunch of lives on all my platforms. So look out for those posts. I'll definitely be live on YouTube at some point. I don't have the times yet. Marissa, confidence. Confidence. Stand strong in your convictions. Stand strong in who you are. Stand strong in what you decide to do, what you are doing. Don't let anybody tell you anything different from who you are or what you need to do. You decide. You are smart enough, wise enough, you're secure enough. You just have to be confident in your decisions. You know the information. You know what to do. So let me know if that resonates with you. Okay. Collective card for everybody. Let's see what the universe wants us to know. What does the universe want us to know? I need to get a little piece of cloth here because I'm sure that's very loud on the recording. I think the universe is trying to tell me to pick up a different deck. Oh, yay, Marissa. Oh, KT, just a second. Let me do the collective. Well, maybe the collective card doesn't want to pop out. I'm going to switch decks. This one's being stubborn. Ooh, how funny. Meditation's at the bottom of the deck. Right under the full moon. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm going to take that as the collective card. Meditation. Everybody should meditate. Meditation doesn't mean you have to sit in silence and have a perfectly zen moment. Meditation only means slow down your train of thoughts. Slow down that hamster on a hamster wheel. Slow down that freight train that's going right through your head. Thought, 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 thought. Meditation is slowing it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to look like this picture. Slow it down. You can wash the dishes and say, I'm washing the dishes. You can fold the laundry and say, I'm folding the laundry. Anything to create gaps between your thoughts and slow it down. All right. Card for KT. Card for KT. Card for KT. Man, these cards are stubborn today. Oh, that almost popped. This is so interesting. I've never had so much trouble with the cards. Yay, I'm glad, Marissa. All right, card for KT. Oh, perfect. Gosh, and I love when it flips. When I shuffle, it flips in the middle of the deck. Chef's kiss, my favorite. Stay true. Stay true. So whatever it is you're going through, KT, look, it's a beautiful scene. This lady is a tree hugger. Looks like she's hugging the tree. I love trees. Trees are majestic. Plants have the most complex biochemistry of almost anything on the planet that we interact with visually. Plants are amazing. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. Oh, that is so true. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. So, people project their version of who they think you are onto you, and it is not true. Only you know who you are. So people you encountered 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago are going to lock an opinion in their mind, and they're going to keep that opinion of you for a very long time. Now, this isn't everybody, but this is a lot of people. And you need to stay true because you know who you are. And if you're still working on finding who you are, keep working on it, but know who you are today. because we all change. I'm 54 years old. 7 years ago, I never imagined being a medium or touching oracle cards or tarot cards. It wasn't on my radar. It was not on my bingo card. It was nowhere. But I followed the path that the universe led me on. And now I'm staying true to who I am. You need to stay true to who you are today. And it may change tomorrow, or in a month, or in a year, or in a decade. Stay true and don't let other people tell you who you are. And this is for everyone, including KT. I'm glad we're ending on this one, because we all need to stay true to who we are and not let other people tell us who we are, not let social media, not let magazines, not let the movies. Find out who you are. And not let people you know in your life tell you who you are. Because often the people who are closest to us, that raise us, that we grow up around, often have a skewed perspective of who we are. And they're wrong, because we grow and change. So that's for you and everyone else. Thank you guys. I will be definitely live at some point Sunday. Watch my socials. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget I have a BOGO special and a 25% off coupon, V-Day 25. That's only good till Friday night. The BOGO is good for all of February. So thank you, everyone. I will be seeing you all again soon. And I love you guys. And I'm so happy you are all here. Good night. Love to all. Peace, healing.